Welcome to this explainer. Okay, today we are taking what might sound like a dry, boring security checklist, and we're turning it into a complete, empowering guide to building your ultimate digital fortress. Because let's be real, if you're a student bouncing classes, or honestly just anyone navigating today's hyper-connected world, your cell phone is basically the remote control for your life, right? Think about it. From swiping into the dining hall, to authenticating your student portal to submit an essay, to splitting the bill for late-night pizza, it literally all happens right there in the palm of your hand.
So let's acknowledge exactly what's at stake here. Your smartphone isn't just for snapping pics and scrolling social media. It is your personal hub for academics, finances, communication, and entertainment. We are not just talking about a piece of glass and metal here. We are talking about protecting your identity, your most private data, and ultimately, your peace of mind.
Which brings us to a kind of uncomfortable but absolutely vital question. If your phone was stolen today, like right this very second, is your digital life actually protected? We really have to ask ourselves this, because securing this incredibly powerful little pocket device is just as crucial as locking your dorm room or apartment when you leave for the day. I mean, you wouldn't leave your front door wide open, so we absolutely cannot leave our phones open either.
To make this manageable, we're going to build our fortress in 4 distinct phases. 1. Securing the perimeter walls. 2. Deploying your automated guards. 3. Locking the inner vault. And 4. Defending against active sieges. Let's jump right in.
Phase 1. Securing the perimeter walls. Let's lock down that barrier.
Setting a strong screen lock, whether that's a 6-digit PIN, a complex password, or a biometric face or fingerprint scan, is your primary, non-negotiable defense. It stops someone from casually swiping your phone off a cafe table and reading your texts. But here's the really cool part. It actually triggers your phone's built-in encryption. Think of encryption like a giant digital paper shredder that only puts the documents back together when it recognizes your specific passcode. So even if thieves somehow bypass the physical screen lock by plugging your phone into a computer, without your passcode, your data is just jumbled, totally useless nonsense.
But, okay, what if that perimeter is breached? Setting up Apple's Find My or Google's Find My device ahead of time gives you a foolproof 3-step action plan to take control from afar. Step 1, you can track and locate the phone on a map. Step 2, you lock the device down, make it ring, or display a contact message. And step 3, the absolute nuclear option, you remotely erase all your data to completely protect your privacy if you realize the phone is just unrecoverable.
Moving right along to phase 2, deploying your automated guards. This is all about the background tech.
So ignoring operating system updates is quite literally like leaving your Fortress windows wide open for hackers to just climb right through. Whenever an iOS or Android update drops, it frequently includes critical security patches designed specifically to fix newly discovered vulnerabilities. Malicious actors are constantly looking for cracks in the software, and updates patch those cracks before they can be exploited. Couple that with downloading a reputable antivirus app, and you've basically got an active, vigilant guard on duty, constantly scanning for and removing any malicious programs or spyware trying to sneak in.
And as part of deploying those guards, you've got to watch the gates, meaning you should only ever be downloading apps from official sources, like the Apple App Store or Google Play Store. Why? Because they have rigorous automated vetting processes in place to scan apps for malware before they ever reach your screen. Going rogue and downloading from unofficial sources drastically increases your risk of installing nasty software that can silently steal your data, track your keystrokes, and just ruin your whole device. It is totally not worth the risk.
All right, phase 3, locking the inner vault. Time to secure your most precious data.
This concept might seem super basic, but it is an absolute lifesaver. You must regularly sync your data to cloud services like iCloud, Google Drive, or an external hard drive. Look, life happens, right? Phones get dropped in puddles, shattered at parties, or stolen from the library. Backing up ensures you don't lose that 20-page midterm paper or your entire camera roll of memories. Plus, having a recent backup is exactly what gives you the confidence to execute that remote data wipe we talked about earlier. You can hit erase with zero hesitation, knowing your digital life is completely safe in the vault.
And to keep that inner vault totally impenetrable, you absolutely need multi-factor authentication or MFA. Think of MFA as an extra heavy-duty padlock on your Apple ID or Google account, which are the master keys to your phone, by the way. MFA requires a second verification step, like a code from an authenticator app or a text message, in addition to your standard password. So even if a hacker somehow manages to guess or steal your password, they are still completely locked out of your accounts. No way in.
Finally, we reach phase 4,
Defending against active sieges. How to fight off those targeted attacks.
A surprisingly simple way to minimize your vulnerability here is to actively manage your connections. Just disable your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and location services when you aren't actually using them. Leaving them on all the time not only kills your battery, but it creates completely unnecessary entry points. It dramatically expands your attack surface, making it way easier for bad actors to secretly track your location or maliciously connect to your device as you walk through a crowded campus or sit in a coffee shop. Just switch them off.
Also, during an active siege, you have to be highly skeptical of smishing. That's text phishing. You might get a super urgent text, maybe claiming to be a delivery service or your bank, saying your account is locked with a sketchy link attached. Do not click these. They are actively trying to panic you into downloading malware or typing your passwords into a fake website. Instead, practice safe official communication. Close the text and go directly to the official website or call the official phone number yourself to verify the alert.
Now, modern thieves have become incredibly advanced and bold. Take SIM swap fraud, for example. This is a highly sophisticated attack where criminals actually trick your mobile carrier into transferring your exact phone number over to their physical device. And once they steal your number, they can intercept those text-based MFA codes we just talked about. From there, they easily reset your passwords and completely take over your banking, your email, your social media. They essentially hijack your entire digital identity in a matter of minutes. It is wild.
So, you need to take proactive action immediately. Protect your number by contacting your mobile carrier today. Ask them to set up a specific, extra security PIN or password that is required solely for making changes to your account or your SIM card. This one quick phone call acts as a final, immovable roadblock that completely prevents smooth-talking criminals from ever hijacking your SIM card in the first place.
At the end of the day, your phone is a literal extension of you. It holds your academics, your finances, your social life, and your memories. By putting these 4 fortress layers into place, securing the physical perimeter, deploying your automated guards, locking up your inner vault with backups and MFA, and staying vigilant against active sieges, you can navigate your digital world with total confidence. So, looking at everything we've covered in this explainer today, what is the very first security setting you're going to pick up your phone and update right now?